Yes, you are listening to the Ready, Set, Retire radio podcast with Steve Anzuoni. My name is Jessica Forkel. Get more details on the website at fairwayfinancial.net. All right, Steve, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Do you know what spaving is?
No, but I probably have done it.
We all have done it. Let me just say that to you. So we're all guilty. It basically is when you spend more money in the same name of saving money. And this is what I mean. You know, when the deal sounds like, oh, well, let's do a BOGO, right? Or if you spend this much money, you're going to get that much money. So doubling the number of items in your online checkout count, checkout cart just to get free shipping. Maybe driving out of your way to save 10 cents on a gallon of gas, right? I mean, that's kind of silly. You're going to burn more just getting there.
I know. I do it all the
crazy.
time at Cumbies. That's where I get my gas. I get 10 cents off, and sometimes the tank is full, and I'm at like 19.9 gallons, and I'm like, I got to stuff that extra 0.1, and I got to get to the 20. I got to get that extra 10 cents off.
Yeah, we all do it thinking, well, I'll spend more to save some. And when you start doing the math, you go, well, wait a minute, I don't think I saved too much because maybe they doubled the price or whatever it is. But these decisions may seem smart in the moment, right? But it can cost you in the long run. What are some spaving theories that you see when it comes to retirement planning that could end up taking a chunk from our nest egg? So it sounds good, but in the end, you're robbing yourself.
Boy, put me on the spot. The first thing that jumps out at me is hidden fees. And it's hard to address hidden fees because the name hidden fees means they're hidden. And so that's another reason why you probably should give me a call and come see me, because I've had many, many years discovering these things. But that's one that jumps out at me. I'd have to give a little more thought to that. So, but listen, I'll tell you one thing. If you oversave, it's never going to be a bad thing. You know, if you feel like, okay, here's something off the top of my head too, like an employer match. I think if you feel, for example, that your maximum you could save a month is, $500 a month, Jess, right? Mm-hmm. And your employer matches 5%. And that 5% will require you to save $600 a month.
Sure.
In my opinion, you got to find the dough to do it, because you're going to get that extra free money. I mean, you're talking about you got to at least match what the employer is willing to do, because that's 100% return on your money. In my opinion, that's a no-brainer, and you got to get to at least that level. So that's something that could be a good spave. I love that word. It's kind of kind of creepy a little bit, but it's different. Now it's going to be on my mind the whole weekend. But anyway, yeah, I mean, sometimes I guess it could be good, but you're right. I could see people doing too much and coming home with 100 items of peanut butter because we got a good deal.
You saved $2.
It's like, oh my God, you ever go to these BJ's and all these stores and they got these 30, these big packs of 30, right? And these waters that you can't even lift. Like you need like an Arnold Schwarzenegger to come lift this up for you and put it in the carriage. And then you go home and you're like, how the heck am I going to get this in the house? You know, I mean, it gets a little over the top. You know, I envision someday they're going to have a 60-pack that's going to save you 3 cents and cost you an hour and a half in time lugging it to the house. And then you might need back surgery after you're done. But
you're right. Yeah,
it is hilarious. But that's an interesting topic, which many of us do, especially on Amazon. I mean, who doesn't go on there and say, "Oh, well, if I do this, I save free. I get free shipping, or I do this,
I do that, or I save $1."
Guilty of that yesterday. So,
I mean, I think you're right about the hidden fees and stuff, though, because listen, if something sounds too good to be true, and you're wondering, what's behind curtain number one, where's the catch here? Hidden fees, that's one of them, as you talked about, but it also really is just about understanding what you are. I don't want to say purchasing in your retirement plan, but what you're using in your retirement plan. How is it helping or hurting you? Am I sort of on the right path with that?
I don't know, because I'm biased towards the more you save, the better you are. So, all right. So if you're 59 and a half, okay, or over, and I've done this with people, they said to me, I'm saving whatever, $500 or $600 a month, and then I'm putting another X number of dollars into this account or that account. I would come out and say, no. Why don't you fund more into the 401k, because you're getting either you're getting the tax advantages of deducting it now, or if you do a Roth 401k, you're getting the tax-free growth of the money. And if you need the money back, you're over 59.5. So there's no penalty. So I sometimes encourage people to oversave when they're 59.5 or older because the money is liquid. It's available to them. So why not do that? And then if you don't need it, you're in a much better position. And if you need it, you're in the same position as you were before. So that's an example, I think, of how, you could oversave and make it to your advantage.
Mm-hmm. Again, the phone number 508-552-3230 if you have questions about this, right? I mean, how much are some of these decisions actually costing you within your retirement plan? 508-552-3230. That website, fairwayfinancial.net. You were just talking about 59.5 and 401ks. Got me thinking here. Someone who just started retirement wrote to an advice column on moneywise.com and asked, is opting to draw down my 401k first to boost my Social Security checks a shrewd move or a bonehead choice? What do you think, Steve?
Well, again, that's one of those. It depends on the situation. It really does. I hate to sound like a politician, but it really does. For example, if you're married, there are other factors. And that factor could be if you're making more of the money, then most people, I would say, to defer the Social Security check because that's going to be the survivor's check too. So, and it's a guaranteed check for life. So you want to try to get that as high as you can. But on the other side, if you're a great saver and you want to tap down on your 401k, especially since it's probably at an all-time high now, Jess. Mm-hmm. So I never have a problem with people taking winnings off of the table, right, as I'll use the casino term there, and drawing the Social Security check if you can save it or use it in a way that makes sense. Social Security is one of those, you got to really look at that because once you make the decision, it's pretty much irrevocable. So you want to look into that and do it right. The other argument is if I wait till 70, I'm getting an 8% bump for 3 years, which is, I think, generous. And I think they're going to perhaps take that away in the future. But 8% guaranteed return on your money is pretty good. I mean, it's hard to argue with. If you can hold on to it,
if you can wait.
Yeah, but it comes down to your health, your marital status, and in this case, if you do have other monies, what are those monies earning? I mean, does it make sense to leave that money alone if it's earning an average of 7 or 8% and draw your Social Security down first? I mean, you can make that argument all day. Mm-hmm. And you could also make the argument that I'm going to take my money while it's up and not take Social Security and let that go till whatever, 70, and then take a guaranteed higher check in the future. So a lot of it involves a conversation because you don't want to make an emotional decision. Like, for example, I don't trust the government, so I'm taking it today. I mean, I've had a lot of people do that. And well, look at what's happened recently. You can't blame them for that.
Yeah.
Really, you can't really trust them as far as you can throw them. I mean, everything that comes out of their mouths, not everything, but 99% of it is basically not true. And we've seen that in the past. And, this infighting is just, it's a disgrace to our system. And hopefully we can all learn from it and be more cognizant next time when we vote. Let's try to get people in there who want to work together. Everyone's going to have a different opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. In the past, they actually treated it fun. Like I remember Tip O'Neill and Ronald Reagan used to have these roasts, and they used to have dinners together. And you couldn't talk about two more polar opposite people, but they would laugh about it. They would have dinners, and they would make fun of each other's differences in a good way, not a bad way. And they would work together and solve problems. That's what we need to do with our government. That's what we need to do when it comes to retirement planning, is to work together to solve problems, to find maybe better solutions than what we're doing now. Because that's what I pride myself on, is having someone come in and saying to them, hey, you've done a great job saving. And if you added this, or if you did this, it could put you in an even better position. And to have these people come back and say, wow, I've never thought of that, or I've never had that presented to me, Steve. That's what's great, is getting information, Jess. That is the biggest key in our industry. Knowledge in action is power. Just obtaining knowledge and not doing anything with it is a waste. But having knowledge, getting knowledge, like, for example, finding out that you're a really good candidate to do a Roth conversion and then not taking advantage is sad, because that could save you thousands and thousands of dollars in the future. It could help not only you, it could help your children, your grandchildren. It could be an amazing thing. Like, I met this couple. They did a great job saving, and they're trying to figure out the best way to pass their wealth or establish a legacy. So I brought up life insurance. I just figured it's the most logical thing to bring up, and they never thought of it. I mean, as brilliant as these people were and as great job as they've done saving, they've never even thought about that. And I said, why wouldn't you create wealth with the stroke of a pen that is using leverage, and it is all tax-free? Who doesn't like the word tax-free? Anybody?
Oh, I love
Raise your
that
hand.
term.
I don't see any hands in my office.
I'm raising both.
No, whoa. I said, who doesn't like tax-free? Put those hands down.
No.
Put that
I love
hand
tax-free,
down.
yes.
Whew. I was like, oh, boy, I got to get a new host. But no, we're good. Take advantage. Make a phone call like you're listening. So obviously you try to make the most of either you're traveling or you just got some time to listen. Take advantage. Make a phone call to our number or visit our website, and I'd love to just talk to you about these items. So just tell them what to do, how to do it.
Yeah, the best part, guys, it is complimentary. And listen, I know we're busy. It's the end of the year. Holidays are around the corner. But listen, take a little bit of time. Give me at least an hour. Sit down with Steve one-on-one. Let's get those questions answered. Let's get those fears, that anxiety off the table. Let's make sure that you are on, the right path, especially as we begin a new year. If you think things have been crazy in the past couple of months here, the past couple of weeks, honestly, no one knows what the future holds. So let's make sure you're in the best position possible moving into a new year with new decisions and new opportunities. That phone number, 508-552-3230, 508-552-3230. The website, fairweightfinancial.net. Now, Cheap Trick, they have been making music for more than 50 years. And Steve, you are a huge fan of these guys, right?
I can't believe they've been doing it for 50 years. It's unreal.
It's crazy.
I mean, I just feel like they were the newer rock band on the scene, and here they are 50 years later. It's incredible. I can't. Wow, where does time go? Right?
Absolutely. These guys have been again rocking for more than 50 years. They're showing no signs of slowing down, Steve. They have a new album out now. You can purchase it. It's called All Washed Up, and of course, you can always pick that up wherever you buy music. You can check out cheaptrick.com. And recently, we had the opportunity to sit down with lead singer Robin Zander, who said he has no plans whatsoever to call it quits.
Retirement is something I don't think about. I don't even really relate to it. As long as I can continue to sing and give the audience, what they pay for a ticket, it's important to me to be relevant and even compete, if you will, to some extent. And if I can't do that, then I'll quit. But I don't see that coming very soon.
Wow. Okay. So, Steve, again, awesome. This is something you hear a lot, too. People just maybe don't want to retire.
That's awesome. I'm one of them. Man, they were such a cool band, and they had such great tunes in the past. I mean, I think, all 4 of their original albums when they first came out. I'm a big fan. I'm very fortunate to have a signed guitar by them. I wanted to be a rock star when I was a kid, and I played in a band. I played drums, and when I went to college, I learned how to play a little bit of guitar because, I don't know, I had the spare time. This guy across the hall from me played guitar, so he taught me. So thanks, Andy. And, of course, I forgot most of it now, but my sons carried on the tradition. They're amazing. One of my sons is just a unbelievable guitar player. The other one is just super talented, too. And so the music tradition carries on in my family. And like hockey, I wanted to be an NHL star, and the only problem with that is I lack the talent. So
that's a problem.
So it could be a problem. Yeah. So I played hockey, but I certainly didn't play it at their level, and I played music, but I certainly didn't play it at Robin's level, Rick's level, or any of the guys. But it's cool to see that band is just still killing it. I think it's exciting. I think people who are relevant, who are in the scene, tend to be healthier, tend to live longer, tend to get more out of life. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you're into retiring, then do it, but have a passion. Have something that's going to keep you motivated, whether it's traveling or I had one of my customers call in today, and she goes, yeah. She goes, Alan's into windsurfing. I'm like, what? I go, that's a pretty rigorous sport, and I was pretty impressed to hear that, but I've never done it. I've done that parasail thing where you go way up in the sky there.
Oh, yeah, of course. I've done that for sure, yeah.
I have, and I got to tell you, that was pretty crazy and freaky. And
yeah. Different point of view,
Tracy,
for sure.
I had Tracy go up there and do it, and she doesn't like heights. She's kind of very afraid of heights, but she wanted to do it, so I got her up there. So, of course, being the antagonist that I am, I told the guy, I said, dude, just hold her up there a little longer. And I can hear her up there going, get me down.
Pull me down.
It was pretty funny because these boats are amazing, how they time it, how you come back down onto this dock. I mean, I don't know how they do it, but she got it done. But kudos to Robin. I'm very excited about it. I got to check out his tour dates, and hopefully he's going to be in my area soon and get to see the band close up again. And, so...
Well, part of that is, though, that he's talking about he doesn't want to retire. I mean, they say that if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I mean, being a rock star, hello, you're living the dream.
Why?
But
why would you retire from that? You're on stage. I mean,
I think after a while, just like everybody, you get a little burnt out. But listen, there's two sides to the coin. You got the folks that are saying, look, like you, Steve, I love what I do. I love talking to people. I want to continue doing what I'm doing until I physically can't. Doesn't matter how much I've saved for retirement. Then you got the other side of the coin where some people are going, I cannot wait until I can hit that clock one last time and tell the boss what I really think and get out of here. Everyone's different. And, I got some great friends that I hang with, and one of them is looking forward to retiring. The other one, he's not going anywhere, So him and I have that in common. But everyone is different. And my thing is just keep relevant, keep going, find something to replace what you did before. And whether it's grandkids, in my situation, or travel, or both, but you got to keep relevant. That's the key. And obviously, from that interview, Robin clearly isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And I think the rock and roll world is better for it.
Get more details on the website fairwayfinancial.net. That's fairwayfinancial.net.
Steve Anzuoni is a licensed insurance provider by the Division of Insurance and is not registered as an investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Steve Anzuoni, Massachusetts Insurance License 3851053. Annuity guarantees rely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Read your contract for restrictions, limitations, or penalties. Steve Anzuoni is not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if Steve Anzuoni is licensed in your state, please call 508-398-3337.